Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video here on the Sam Cooks Kindness YouTube channel. I am Sam, and I am so happy that you are here. Today, I'm taking you along with me for another What I Eat in a Day video. I am vegan. I've lost over 73 pounds in a realistic, gentle way over a long span of time. So no quick fixes here, but I make these videos to show you that eating vegan and plant-based does not have to be boring, that your health journey does not have to be completely perfect, that small, simple steps will get you to where you want to be over time. So I'm about to get my kids together to go to the bus and do my morning walk, and then I will be back to make my breakfast. I'm doing something different that I haven't had in a long time, and I saw a picture of it and was like, I should make that for breakfast. So I'm doing that for breakfast today. I got my coffee. There's a little splash of soy milk in here, and let's go. Good morning, Bear. Hello, Bear. Oh, yeah, he's a good boy. Back from my walk, time to make breakfast. And what I'm making today is a savory oatmeal. I used to eat this for breakfast every single day for like years when I first went vegan. And it was a dish that I had at a restaurant before I went vegan. It was very indulgent. I had never thought of savory oats as a thing like my whole entire life. And then I went to this restaurant and I got this savory oat that it wasn't vegan. It had egg and goat cheese, and it was very indulgent and creamy, and it was so delicious. And I had made that before I went vegan for quite some time. And then when I went vegan, it was like one of my favorite breakfasts and I missed it. So I veganized it, and this is just as good. So I'm gonna make it today. There is a recipe on my blog. It was actually the first recipe I ever published on my blog when I first made it. So it's been there for quite some time, but it's what kicked me off. So I'm going to make a version of that. It's not going to be exactly the same because, as you know, I just do what I want in the kitchen. So this is one of those meals where you just ice cube. This is one of those meals where you just throw everything into the pot and you just let it cook. You don't have to do like any work, which is really nice, except like stir it once in a while. And then you can put on like a bunch of toppings of your choice, which if you've been here, you know I love a good topping. So let's make this. Today I'm adding cauliflower rice because I want to bulk it up, and also because I don't have a ton of spinach. And when I used to make this, I would like fill the whole pot with spinach. So since I'm short on that, I'm just going to make it up with something else. So cauliflower rice. Let's get you closer. We're using whole rolled oats for this one. Nutritional yeast. Turmeric. Italian seasoning. Garlic. Water. And can't forget the pepper to activate that turmeric. I like to also add some red pepper flakes for some heat. So I'm going to give this a stir. And then add a big chunk of silken tofu for creaminess and egginess. And then I literally just throw greens all on top of this and pop it on the stove. So that's the end of my spinach, which is very sad because I usually add so much. But I'm going to use arugula because why not? So we got spinach and we got arugula in there. I'm going to throw the lid on this and cook it over like medium-low heat. While that's cooking, I'm going to get my toppings together. So my favorite toppings were always avocado, tomato, and green onions. I'm out of green onions right now, so I'm going to use cilantro because I have a lot of that. So cilantro, tomatoes, avocado, and then some sort of salt on top. So either flaky salt or kala namak, like the black salt, to make it like kind of eggy. I like to add in the salt at the end because when you have like a light layer of salt on the top, I just feel like you taste it more without having to like increase the salt too much. That might just be a personal preference. I just like the taste of that like salt on there. So maybe that's weird, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add in the tomato. The oatmeal is basically done, but I want the tomato to get a little bit warmed and cooked. So I'm gonna throw the tomato and actually just the cilantro in there too. Now, for the sake of ease, I'm gonna give that a good stir, and then I'll let it cook for like 2 minutes and it'll be ready to eat. I'm adding a little pinch of black salt now to add a little bit of the egginess, and because I haven't put any salt in it yet, so get a little bit of salt in there to bring out the good flavors. Gonna gonna finish this off with that avocado. I'm adding about 1/4 of this avocado on. I'm gonna mix that in. And a little sprinkle of flaky salt to make it feel fancy. So yummy. It's creamy, it's slightly eggy, it's hearty, it's gonna keep me full for a long time. There's lots of veggies in there. I have my carbs and my whole grains. Got some fats in there with the avocado. It's just like a well-rounded breakfast to start my day. And it's very hot. So now I have to wait for it to cool down a little bit, which is the hardest part. I'll see you at lunch. Before lunch, I got my workout in and I made myself my creatine. I drink this every single day. So I do strength workouts at home 3 times a week using Carolyn Gerving, but I've been working on my pull-up practice. So here's my practice for the day. I've made it a habit by every time I go down into my basement to work out, I hang on the bar and I pull myself up as much as I can. My goal for 2026 is to be able to do 1 unassisted one. So that is what I'm working towards right now. My workout is finished and now I'm going to throw together a very quick lunch. I have my typical zucchini and peppers. I'm going to chop these up and air fry them with some kidney beans that are left over from yesterday. I think I have about a half a can here. So I'm going to mix that together. And then I'm also going to have some Hawaiian sweet potatoes. It's been a while since I had them and I remembered that I have some cooked and frozen. So I'm going to pull a couple of these out depending on their size, and I'm just going to microwave them until they're warm. This is, oh yeah, I'm just going to do one because it's giant. So I'm going to just pull out one, and I'm going to microwave it, probably 2 minutes, check it, and then I'm guessing it's going to need like another 2 minutes because it's pretty big. So that will be my starch, and I'm so excited to eat this. If you are out of the house or you're working and you need meals on the go, prepping roasted veggies like this in bulk is a really good idea. These keep really well. So you could do this in the oven and just roast up a ton of peppers and zucchinis on like a few sheet pans and then keep it in the fridge or divide it between containers so that it's easy for you to take to work. This isn't something, I'm home, so I just make it as I go most of the time unless I know I'm going to be out. But it's not something you need to do every single day. It's something you can do like once for prep and then be set for the week. Hello, sir. Are you here for the puppy tax? Sit. Oh, good boy. Touch. Good boy. Oh, uh-oh. Here is my lunch. I have that massive amount of zucchini and peppers and beans that kind of exploded in the air fryer a little bit. And then these delicious sweet potato, all defrosted and ready to eat. I can't wait. I'm going to top this with some mustard and some Capital City Mambo sauce because I like a little sauce on my food and I like the mustard and the barbecue sauce combination. It reminds me of like a honey mustard and it's good. So there is my lunch. I'm also going to add a little bit of hummus on the side just because I want to. So this meal is high volume. I got some protein in the beans. I got some good starches here. Should keep me set for some time. So I have about 45 minutes before I need to head out for another walk and go to the bus stop for my kids. So I'm gonna do some prep for dinner. I made myself a coffee with a little bit of soy, but first I'm gonna drink some water to make sure I'm staying hydrated. I bribe myself. I can't have the coffee until I drink the water. So water first, coffee second. And I'm doing some prep for dinner. I'm very excited for dinner tonight. It's a bit more indulgent than what I typically do, but it's going to be so good. It's a recipe I've tested a couple times and I need to get like official pictures so that I can share it with you guys. So darn, I have to make it again. I'm so sad. Just kidding. Anyway, it's maple sriracha sandwiches. I'm not exactly sure what the name I'm going to fall on for these is going to be because I want it to be findable, but nobody searches for what it actually is. So, I mean, this may just be mainly for me so I can come back and eat it on repeat. But what I'm making, as I go on tangents, a million tangents, what I'm making is maple sriracha crispy cauliflower sandwiches. They are so good. They're inspired by a local restaurant that makes a very good honey sriracha chicken sandwich that we used to eat when we were not vegan. This is a theme in this video today, apparently. I'm like remaking foods that I used to eat before I went vegan. So this is a takeoff of that. I basically cut the cauliflower into like nice thick steaks and get a good like breading on them, and then we're baking them. So they're not, it's a more indulgent meal, but it's not necessarily unhealthy. It's just a little bit more calorically dense, which is fine once in a while. So we get this big fat crispy cauliflower steak smothered in this maple sriracha sauce and then baked so it's like gooey and crispy, and then you put it on the bread or the bun with a layer of this really good creamy dill dressing that I have on my blog, and you just, and it's going to be so good. I can't wait to get my teeth into this. So I'm going to start prepping it so that when it's time to eat, it comes together quicker. And also I kind of need to take pictures when I still have light. So I'm just going to get as much done as I can right now. So I'm starting off by making the dressing for this. It's kind of like a ranch, but it's more just like creamy dill. So we're adding hemp hearts, the rest of the silken tofu from this morning, garlic, dill, salt, apple cider vinegar, and lemon juice, and water. And then we just blend it up. Super easy dressing. And that is it. Delicious. We're gonna make our maple sriracha glaze next. So we're using garlic, maple syrup, sriracha, broth, or in my case, I'm using water, and then I'm just gonna make it broth, a bit of powdered broth seasoning, tamari, and then we're gonna thicken it with a bit of flour. So we're just gonna whisk this together really well, and then we're gonna cook it, thicken it up over medium heat. I got the sauce nice and thickened like a glaze now, so that's gonna be perfect for our sandwiches. Gonna set that to the side. All that's basically left is cutting and dredging and baking the cauliflower and then assembling. So it's pretty easy to throw together. Right now, I'm going to put all the dry ingredients in here and get it ready, but I'm not gonna bake it yet because it's a little too early. So I'm gonna do what I can to prep and finish it later. When you pick a cauliflower to cut into steaks, you wanna make sure it's a really tight head and the pieces aren't loose and spread apart. That usually gives you the best result. You're not gonna be able to slice this all into steaks. So some of them are just gonna be chunks, and that's fine, but you wanna try to get basically as many as you can. Think the middle is gonna be your best, most solid one. So I'm gonna start from here, and I'm gonna cut them pretty thick and see what we can get out of this. All right, so I got this nice one. These are gonna fall apart, which is fine. That one is pretty solid. This one looks like it's falling apart too, which is fine because I only really wanted to make 2 out of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these 2 for our sandwiches, and then I'm just gonna make these into florets, the same style as our sandwiches, and they'll just be eaten on the side. And making the batter to dip the cauliflower in before we dip it into the corn flakes. I don't want this to be too thick. I want it to be kind of thin and pourable so that it can really get into the crevices of the cauliflower. So we're gonna do the steaks first. So we're gonna get that in there really good. And then I have some crushed corn flakes that we're gonna do for the crispy layer. Once that's coated really nice, we just put it on our parchment-lined baking sheet. It's already getting dark. This is crazy. I have my crispy cauliflower steaks out of the oven. I'm about to just brush on that maple sriracha glaze, and then we're gonna pop them back in the oven for like 8 to 10 more minutes so that they can get nice and delicious, and then we will assemble our sandwiches. I'm throwing together a very quick side kale salad to go along with dinner and some air fried fries as well. So in here I just have washed kale, lemon juice, avocado, and salt, and I'm just gonna massage this until it's nice and ready to get eaten basically. And I do this instead of using dressing because it just makes the kale like super yummy when you do like massaged avocado right in there. I'm probably gonna add on some like pickled peppers and some shredded carrot and cucumbers and some extra veggies to this to get a little bit extra veggie in as well. I have my dinner all together. So I have the kale salad that has avocado, salt, lemon juice, carrots, pickled peppers, and cucumbers on there. And then my lovely sandwich. Look how good that looks. Crispy sriracha cauliflower steak with some arugula and that ranchy dill dressing I made, a little bit of fries. This is a very filling, delicious dinner, and I'm so excited to dig in. All right, friends, that is wrapping it up for the night. That sandwich was so delicious. Look for the recipe linked down below so that you can make it as well. It definitely feels super indulgent, but it's all oil-free. It's baked. There's tons of veggies in there. It's really a pretty well-rounded sandwich, and it is so good. It feels like such a nice treat. And that dinner was just so good, but I'm so stuffed right now. I probably could have not eaten everything that I served myself and been satisfied, but it was so good that I just found myself continuing, and I ate everything that was on my plate. So I am very stuffed and satisfied. I'm about to take Bear out for a evening stroll, the last one of the night. I'm going to come home. I'm going to make myself a cup of herbal tea, and I am shutting everything down for the evening. So thank you so much for joining me on this video. I'm so happy that you're here and that you watch, and it's just fun times. I really like it. Thank you so much for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss the next one, and I will see you there. Bye.